Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Natasha Mabeti Notisha. My match number is 23DIB90F2024.
Hello, my name is Nura Shuaida binti Azahar. My metric number 23 DIB19F2064.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Amirul Haziq bin Abu Bakar. Nama metrik saya 23 DIB19F2046.
My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Ramlan. I am from class DIB5B. My metric number is 23 DIB19F2050.
Now let's hear about Chapter 1 for introduction, the introduction near communication of business card. There are also the current and anticipated applications including data sharing and a simplified setup of more complex communications such as Wi-Fi communication is also possible between the device and the NFC chip and power NFC, which is named tag. And NFC business card is like having third side of your card, one on the inside of your card. There's small microchip embedded in the card, and this microchip tells a smartphone what to do whenever it is touched by an NFC-compatible phone. The technology of near-field communication NFC can now deliver your contact information, social networks, video, websites, and such more straight to any smartphone. It can easily customize and update the information you send to your. This is about business problems or issues. The business problems or issues are customer hard to store information, but with NFC subscribers easy to use it to store all the information with just a type of their NFC to their smartphone. Furthermore, they are half the people hard to buy because they can't afford it. But we can help by creating a campaign for anyone who wants to do charity work to help people who can't buy this NFC. Next, the NFC is safer in contrast with the credit or check card based framework. It is not totally hazard free. This is because the way the versatile based hacking is normal nowadays because the accessibility of most progressive approaches and strategies which gives total access to share gadget. Alright, this is the objective of business project. The first one is efficient and effective cost management, improve the quality and uniqueness of its market, and to ensure better quality products for customer. The second point is to provide reasonable security of service. Smart NFC tags enable to device to be tracked and maintaining the trust of your customer. For example, if a person places a tag in a wallet or purse, the item's location can be determined. It is possible for an NFC tag to be placed on an individual's person or property without their knowledge, which is a privacy risk. Okay, the last point is easy to keep document record. We are worrying about lost documents and reducing risk, for example, hacking with unresponsible person, virus detector, and anything else. But with NFC, the document was safe and always protected with high security. Anyone except employers from registered company can key in the document. Alright, this is the scope of business project. It has 3 points. The first one is allows consumers to make payments with mobile wallet apps on their smartphone, as well as NFC enabled credit and debit cards also has mobile wallets change the face of retail. A technology that allows to NFC-enabled device to communicate when held in close proximity to each other. NFC contactless payments technology makes payments possible when customers tap their NFC-enabled smartphone or NFC-enabled cards on or near NFC payment access the device. The second one is reach out to more community members. Being active and engaged in the community is a good way to connect with potential local customer and can help you establish stronger relationship, build trust, and boost brand recognition with potential customer. As it's a great way for them to get to know the community members and build lasting connection. Okay, the last one is user management. This means the user who use NFC can benefit from a good quality. This is because they are no longer have to worry about problems of losing files, difficult files, problems of cybercrime such as hacker, and so on. Alright, this is the limitation of business project. There have 4 points. The first one is lack of technical support aspect. If equipment or software does not work properly, they are unable to do anything about it. This can put a delay on lessons and events which is happening, affecting the quality of the education provided to the students. The lack of funding it also means that there is a very little technological support and that often leaves from overwork are unable to meet the needs of the teacher. The second point is capital to maintain the product and service. A product is tangible item that is put on the market for acquisition, attention, or consumption, while a service is an intangible item which arises from the output of one or more individual. Also, it seems like the maintained distinction between the two concepts is founded on their tangibility. This is not always in the case. In most cases, services are tangible, but products are always tangible. Okay, the third point is the high cost for some or certain industry like factory or warehouse. The biggest cost don't even get calculated in cost of turnover statistic does include lost warehouse productivity. It takes months before new warehouse associates are fully productive. Damaged reputation among carriers. Poor productivity can impact the DC's ability to load trucks on time. Unhappy customer, new associates or temporary associates make more mistakes when unloading, picking, and packing. Higher 3PL rates. If you outsource 3PLs with high warehouse turnover rates, may ask you for more money in cases the request is legitimate attempt to match market employers' rates. Okay, last is consumer in the market need time to adapt with NFC technology. They have NFC for cashless payments, NFC in asset tracking, NFC for transport, NFC, and also NFC in pharmaceutical industry.
For chapter 2.1, product description, I will explain about NFC digital business card or technologies. So basically, NFC business card is a digital business card that use near field communication or NFC technology or NFC tech. It is one of the product that have big potential in the market and the digital industry. So this card can be used by using our smartphone that have NFC features. This card contain digital tech that can be programmed using handphone application or software that can be downloaded in Google Play Store or Apple App Store. NFC enable two electronic devices to communicate with each other. It means that two devices equipped with NFC technology can share each other information as soon as they are close to one another, or it's just simply a tag to another NFC tag. So it will connect and change or exchange the information or setting that we program in the tag or in the card. So there is no need to launch an application bringing the device near each other. It will automatically trigger the defined action from a single tag. So this product are user friendly and have many features that can be used in single card. So for 2.1.1 product development process, we have four. First one is idea generation. This NFC product idea is selected after brainstorming and group discussion that we make. This product has a big potential for the market and industry because it's relevancy, cost effective technologies and smart that can solve problem for the client. Product definition is as a contactless technology, NFC is one of many communication tools used to give instant access to any digital data and information from mobile device. So next is the host card emulation mode. This is the passive mode by which a mobile terminal behave like a smart contactless chip or like a machine that we can find in mall or something if we want to make a payment. So next is the reader mode. In this case, the mobile has an active role as contactless chip reader. This mode allow to reading information or trigger action by simply tapping or bumping the phone close to an NFC tag. On poster, billboard, monument, bus stop or product packaging, NFC tag can be placed anywhere on all communication channels, which widen the range of use and opportunities. This is the raw material. First one we have the software. The second one we have the product, which is the tag and the NFC digital card. Next is novelty and uniqueness. So this one is content access. To tap or to scan, user first have to open the okay, so for content access, if we use QR, we have to scan the barcode, or if we use the NFC, we just tap the NFC tag, then it will connect to something that we want to and it's much faster than QR code. So for branding, design of QR code can be customized with brand color or integrated logo, but it have a limitation for QR code. For NFC tag, there is no any design restriction as the information is not encoded in the tag design itself. This tag can be programmed or they can even be completely hidden in support without affecting the capabilities. So for product costing, we have 7 items here. First, we have NFC card, RM1 each, and we need 300 unit. So and NFC tag, RM1 also. per item, and we also need 300 unit. So for marketing, we run into social media platform, which is Facebook ad, Instagram ad, and TikTok ad. That will cost 3,000 ringgit. And for website development, 1,000 ringgit. Staff, 2 people, 2,000 ringgit. NFC tools is free because we can find in the Play Store. And for painting, 50 cent each. For the we put our logo in the pad or in the tag. So total is 6,750 ringgit. So justification, this project is selected to introduce the NFC business card or digital business card as a contactless method to customer, and it have big potential to success. This is due to the COVID-19 and pandemic issue. Before this and all things are moving fast toward digital, including business card. The new norm that we practice around the world right now make this product have big market and potential to success. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Okey, saya ingin menerangkan tentang SWOT produk Near Field Communication ini, iaitu kekuatan, kelemahan, ancaman dan peluang mengenai produk Near Field Communication ini. Okey, yang pertama adalah kekuatan. Kekuatan produk Near Field Communication ini ialah ia memberi kemudahan kepada orang ramai daripada aspek pembayaran atau tujuan pengenalan. Jadi produk Near Field Communication ini sangat sesuai untuk perniagaan atau syarikat dan untuk tujuan pemasaran. Dan seterusnya adalah kelemahan produk Near Field Communication ini adalah tag lebih murah untuk dipasang, tetapi dia masih memerlukan perubahan kepada syarikat untuk syarikat memastikan transaksi dilakukan dengan betul dalam sistem maklumat. Mungkin ini sukar untuk meyakinkan penyedia perkhidmatan bahawa faedah ini untuk masa depan berbaloi dengan kosnya. Jadi yang seterusnya adalah peluang untuk produk Near Field Communication ini adalah pembayaran tanpa sentuh menggunakan telefon berdaya NFC boleh menyampaikan rangkaian lanjutan aplikasi. Saya akan menerangkan tentang metodologi. Metodologi ini untuk menyepadukan pandangan dan menghasilkan gambaran yang komprehensif. Teknik kaedah gabungan terbaik dari kedua-dua metodologi kualitatif dan kuantitatif. Penyelidikan kuantitatif menggunakan metodologi persempelan dan tinjauan dalam talian. Tinjauan pendapat dan soal selidik untuk mengumpulkan maklumat daripada pelanggan semasa dan akan datang. Seterusnya saya akan menerangkan tentang reka bentuk kajian penyelidik. Reka bentuk kajian ini ialah rangka kerja bagi kaedah dan pendekatan yang akan digunakannya. Penyelidik boleh menumpukan pada metodologi penyelidikan yang bersesuaian dengan topik dan menetapkan kajian mereka. Reka bentuk topik penyelidikan mendedahkan jenis kajian, iaitu kajian tinjauan serta subjenisnya, iaitu masalah kajian. Pengumpulan data, pengukuran dan analisis adalah 3 jenis utama reka bentuk kajian. Reka bentuk penyelidikan akan ditentukan oleh jenis masalah penyelidikan yang dihadapi oleh perniagaan, bukan sebaliknya. Reka bentuk kajian menentukan alat yang akan digunakan dan cara ia harus digunakan. Isu penyelidikan tersebut terdapat beberapa bidang penyelidikan terbuka lain harus dipertingkatkan lagi oleh ahli akademik dan penyelidik. Beberapa kajian mencabar mengenai rangkaian, perkasan serta tahap perisian disenaraikan di situ. Pembangunan protokol alternatif untuk NFC tambahan kepada NFC 1.
Sampling design. Sampling and sample design is an essential factor as it be based on the judgment of the researchers to provide the best information for the objective study. A sample is a small part of a whole quantitative data that has been collected through surveys or through observation. It can be defined as a smaller unit than represent the real data. The method of collecting sample is called sampling. Sampling is the basis of almost every research and hence is a crucial part of most projects. There are 2 types of sampling. Number 1, probability sampling. Number 2, non-probability sampling. The probability sampling are number 1, simple random sampling. In this type of sampling, every member of the population or every concentration of the data as an equation of being selected to be the sample. This is a simple method and does require a lot of knowledge before the collection of samples. Even though the method is simple, it has a lot of drawbacks. It is not cost-efficient. It is also not that precise as the sample might not represent the data or population. The samples may have a lot of errors. Thus, this makes this method rather inefficient. Number 2, stratified random sampling. To better the method of random sampling, the method of stratified random sampling is used in this type of sampling. The population is divided into strata. The strata are subdivisions of the population that are homogeneous. The sampling is then randomly collected from different strata. This type of sampling decreases the sample cost and has a higher accuracy rate than simple random sampling. Number 3. Proportional stratified random sampling. This type contains multiple stage for constructing strata and random sampling, hence a multi-stage stratified random sampling. The region that has to be sampled is divided into different strata that are randomly selected for sampling. E is the first stage. The next stage includes collecting random samples from the already chosen random strata. D is different from stratified sampling in the way that a sample is collected from each stratum in the latter as opposed to the former. D is also more efficient and has a lower cost. Number 4. Systematic sampling. In this type of sampling, the sample is taken from a regularized pattern that can be rectilinear, triangular, or hexagonal. This ensures coverage of all the subsets. The sample selected can be the number of each pattern. Thus, this gives systematic coverage. This also is very efficient both in terms of sampling and cost. But the downside to this is that it has a lower precision rate. Number 5. Cluster sampling. Cluster sampling is done when you have to sample a widespread population. It is done by dividing the population into clusters. Then 2 or 3 from the entire cluster are selected. The sampling is done from the selected 2 or 3 clusters. Number 2. Non-probability sampling. First, covariance sampling. A covariance sample is a type of non-probability sampling method where the sample is taken from a group of people easy to contact or to reach. For example, standing at a mall or a grocery store and asking people to answer questions will be an example of a covariance sample. This type of sampling is also known as gap sampling or availability sampling. There are no other criteria to the sampling method except that people be available and willing to participate. In addition, this type of sampling method does not require that a simple random sample is generated, showing the only criterion is whether the participants agree to participate. Second, quota sampling. In this type of sampling, the population is divided into categories. The sample is then selected from the divided categories. The sample is done when the desirable sample is selected from the categories. Third, purposive sampling. In this type of sampling, only the people who meet the required criteria are approached. It is checked if they meet the other specific criteria. If so, they select the sample. An example where this is done is when doing market research, which is age-specific. Fourth, snowball sampling. In this type of sampling, the research starts with the person who meet the research criteria. This person is then used in adding to find other people who fit the criteria. This is a good method if true research has to be done. Data collection method. Data collection is a systematic process of obtaining and evaluating specific information in order to provide answers to relevant queries and assess the outcomes. It focuses on learning everything there is to know about a specific topic. Data collection is defined as the procedure of collecting, measuring, and analyzing accurate insight for research using standard, validated techniques. A researcher can evaluate their hypothesis on the basis of collected data. In most cases, data collection is the primary and most important step for research, irrespective of the field of research. The approach of data collection is different for different fields of study depending on the required information. The type of data collection method is a qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative data is defined as the data that approximates and characterizes. Qualitative data can be accessed and recorded. This data type is non-numerical in nature. This type of data is collected through method of observation, one-to-one interviews, conducting focus group, and similar method. For quantitative is research in terms objectively and comprehensively. Collected numerical data to help analyze, describe, or predict the topic at hand. Data analysis method. Data analysis is the process of collecting, modeling, and analyzing data to extract insights that support decision making. There are several methods and techniques to perform analysis depending on the industry and the aim of investigation. Reduced cost is a significant advantage for data analysis method. We can discover improvement possibilities and patterns in our data using advanced technology like predictive analytics and plan our plans accordingly. This will save our money and resources in the long run by preventing from deploying ineffective solutions.
Alright, these are the reference materials to find information about our products. Alright, this is the Gantt chart for group 5. Okay, for the week 1, we are doing introduction to business project. Week 2, we are doing project selecting and planning. Week 3 until week 7, we are doing project proposal. Week 8, we are doing proposal presentation. Week 9 until week 11, we are doing project implementation. Week 9 until week 12, week 9 until week 13, we are doing business project report. And lastly, for the week 14, we are doing final report presentation. So, the conclusion is, near-field communication (NFC) is one of the emerging and promising technological developments that provides means to short-range, contactless communication for mobile phones and other devices alike. NFC has become an attractive research area for many academics due to its exploding growth and its promising applications and related service. An understanding of the current status of the NFC research area is necessary to maintain the advancement of knowledge in NFC research and to identify the gap between theory and practice. In this paper, we present a literature review on NFC.